Hey everybody, this is Tommy. I was gonna do this live, but YouTube and technical difficulties did not allow that to happen. But nonetheless, it is still 3 o'clock on 12/12 of 13, and I wanted to shoot this because I want to give you a blueprint for going into 2014, what you can be doing leading the weeks coming up, and just kind of how to get things in line, because typically, you and everybody else is going to be really having a New Year's resolution to get fit, get healthy. Things are going to be different. It is a good time to do it. A few years ago, if you read the article that this page is on, you'll see that I was in the same position. It was a fresh new year. I was just, I just knew something needed to change, and so over the long haul, a lot of things needed to change over the long haul, but something that I could control in the short term was, my physical health and wellness. Something that I could use as kind of like a metaphor of like, if I'm changing this, then other things are going to change. And it really led to a whole bunch of awesome things. And fast forward now, to summarize 2013 for me, I had a couple of promotions. I've gotten in even better shape than I was before. Made some real progress outside of work with a lot of the things you see here on the website. I've been trying to learn the web and all this cool stuff, and it's really been taking off now, and I'm excited about it because now I have a way to get in touch with people like you just across the web and give people a good resource for getting what they want. All right. So what I want to do is kind of start off where we're at right now, what you can do with these last few weeks going into the new year, and then I want to wrap it all up with giving you a great resource to jumpstart all this, so that it's less work on you because I've already done a lot of it for you. First off, before we get started, if you haven't already, bookmark and like my website, funrunfitness.net. Click around, bunch of great content, and also my fan page is Fun Run Fitness, that I post a lot of my stuff, and it's a great way to keep in touch with me. Okay? With that being said, going into 2014, you have we're about 2-3 weeks out, and I think that you would agree with me that it's really easy, if you haven't already during the holidays, put on an extra 5-6 pounds. There's a couple of really high caloric days, between Thanksgiving and there was Halloween before that, and then just all the get-togethers that you have. It's really easy to put on some weight, and just like going into these last few weeks, we got Christmas and New Year's coming. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. That's 4 days that you could have do some pretty serious damage if you're not aware of it. So with that though, you could, be gaining anywhere from like 3 to 4 pounds easily in the next few weeks. But at the same time, would you say you could also lose 3 to 4 pounds in the next few weeks? Okay, I think that's a pretty good, I think that's pretty easy to say, I think, or realistic to say. So then we have a spread of anywhere from 6 to 8 pounds, that you could be starting the New Year's off with. Okay, you could be, let's say that right now, for example, I'll use myself. Right now, I'm roughly 180. I was 175 the holidays. I've done my own weight gain and added on a little bit. But what I'm preventing, though, I don't want to start the New Year's off at 185. I like the way I look at 170. That's the really good number that works for me. So what I'm focusing on in the next few weeks is just make sure I don't go to 185, and I'm going to look at cutting back to probably getting to the 175 come first of the year. And these are a few things of how I'm going to do that. All right. So you could, at 185, I could be 175 to 185. That's a pretty big swing. And if you've ever tried to do weight loss before, trying to get from, only having to lose 5 pounds compared to 15 pounds, that's a big difference. So, let's see how we can do that. And the key is to, during these next 2-3 weeks, is to limit your only do 1 or 2 high calorie days. Okay, save them for Christmas and New Year's, or maybe you have 2 Christmas parties that you just go buck wild on. Great, enjoy it. Soak them all up, but don't overdo it. What people, the way people get a mistake is they sit there and have a good Christmas, and then the next day they're still overeating, and the next day they're still overeating, and then it just compounds itself, and they think it's the holidays, but it's really just your actions. We start losing the awareness and adherence of what we were doing before. I mean, like I said, I've done the same thing these last few weeks, but it's something that's very correctable. The other thing, what you do if you really want to have more high calorie days, you need to be a little active. Okay, and what I recommend is some glycogen depletion. Okay, what that is basically glycogen is your body's stored sugars. So what you do is the day before or the days leading up to that big Christmas party that you're going to have, get active, get out there. There's some strategic ways you can do this, and I'm going to show you at the end of the video. I'm going to give you a resource that's going to let you know exactly what to do. But if you go ahead and drain your tank, okay, then you're going to need to refill it, and why not refill it whenever you're having that big social party? Same thing following up after the event. Your tank's going to be full, so you can bring it down some. All right. What ends up happening is people have a full tank of think of it like a car. Think of your car's already filled up with gas, okay, or glycogen in this case, and then you go to the pump and then start fueling it up again with some more fuel. All it's going to do is spill over and go all over yourself and all over the carport. Where glycogen's the same way. If you're already full of your muscles already full of all the sugars, and you still start consuming more, whether it be sugar, fats, anything, okay, your body's just going to start storing it, and that's where this excess body fat and everything like that comes up. Your body's just like, we're full, we don't need to do anything with this. And then that's why you over time you wake up one day, like I did, looking at yourself going, damn, what the hell did I do to myself? And so that's a very big key to pay attention to, is your tank full or empty? How do you empty your tank? How do you fill it back up? All these are things that are going to be ones that I've either answered already on my website, or I answer it for you in this guide I'm going to give you at the end of the video. All right. Going in. All right, now let me just hit the last little thing. All right. The next thing, so to wrap up the last few little things, don't use these last few weeks, all right, not to hit the extra pounds. All right, don't overdo it the next couple weeks. Make sure that you're eating a steady, the same amount each day at maintenance. If you don't know what that is, don't worry. I'm going to give you, like I said, the resource I'm going to give you is going to cover your maintenance and everything like that. Try to actually lose a few pounds the next few weeks. Keep it more low-cal, and just go ahead and splurge on the days that you have those get-togethers with family and enjoy it. It'll benefit in the long run because it'll make the New Year's that much easier. Instead of having 15 pounds, you only have that extra 5 pounds to lose. All right. And at the end, get active. This doesn't have to be intense. Just make it simple. Start doing something. If you're younger, you can go a lot more intense. If you're a little bit older, you're gonna have to. It just depends on if you have any. Obviously, check with your doctor. If you have any kind of ailments, don't force it. Just as a little disclaimer. I know I shouldn't have to say that, but people will try to push it. All right. So now, what do we do when the new year starts? New year starts. What do you do? Well, you want fast results. You want to see, you want to see them. You want fast results. You want to see them, and you want to do it the healthy, long-lasting way. All right. Yes, they're going to see a lot of crash diets, fast things, but then afterwards you end up just putting it right back on. If you do it the right way, then there is a way that you can drop anywhere from like 5 to 10 pounds within 7 to 10 days of realistic body weight. There's a way that you can keep it off, and there's a way that you can do it with only whole foods approach. I'm not talking about supplements or any kind of extreme, you know, rapid powders or pills and stuff like that. You can do it eating real food on a very simple budget. And the way that you can do that is in my freebie. Okay, I put together for you the last few days. It's been pretty rough grinding this stuff out, but it's 25 pages of content that will give you a blueprint for jump starting your new year. Okay, or any other time that you're looking to really, you know, kickstart a weight loss program. And then the back half of it, there's an additional about 10 pages of just pure science and research. I go a little nerdy on you on here, but it just, you know, lets you know that this information is coming from credible sources. It's worked for me, it's worked for others, and it's going to work for you as long as you stick to the kind of plans and stuff that I lay out. All right. So how do you get it? How do I get it? Woo! All right. What I want you to do is go to this website. Let me and I'll have the link probably below here or somewhere else. Actually, if you're if you're on this page right now, if you scroll down to the very bottom, you'll see a big banner like this. If you click on it, boom. This is gonna start talking. I'm gonna shut myself up. What? All right. You'll get to this page, and it's a great video. This is a video I shot a while back, and this was whenever I was at the same spot you were. You know, you're at a point where you're ready to make a change. You're ready, or you know, you have made a change, but then backlashed, or you're at a plateau right now trying to bust through it. That's where I was at this, and basically what you're going to get in the report is the same thing I used to get these results and stuff like that, and it's really, really good stuff. I really actually should charge for this report. You know, I did think about putting it on like Amazon or making it a paid product, but you know, I was like, know what? I'm just going to give it to you know, people. If they actually use it, then that will, you know, be a great resource for them, and it'll really help me. All that I ask is that you share it with somebody else. Okay, I'm giving it to you. All that I ask is that you share it with somebody else. If you can do that for me, I'll be very happy. And go ahead and give it a read, and be sure to reference back to the website Fun Run Fitness 2014. I plan on really cranking out a lot of content for the website. If there's anything that you want to know or me to focus on or something like that, I'd rather you tell me than for me to just, you know, go. Because there's a few things I know that you already want, and that's why it's on there. But if you have something that you personally want to hear or me to research for you, go ahead and send me a message on Facebook or something like that, and I'd be happy to crank you out some great content. And because if you're asking it, a lot of other people are going to want it too. I am going to wrap up this now and just say thank you for stopping by. Sorry I couldn't do it this live and have you interact with it, but I still think that that gave you some good value and stuff today that you'll be able to use. So keep in touch. Enjoy your new year, the next few weeks. You know, make sure that you're only having to start off with 5 pounds instead of 15 pounds, and you'll be that much closer to getting to your goal. Y'all have a great day. Thanks.